Are you passionate about end-of-life care and ready to answer your calling to work as an end-of-life doula? Perhaps you've had an end-of-life experience being a caregiver for a loved one, or you've had an opportunity to face your own mortality, and you know there's a model of being a better way to die. You now see the shift in healthcare bringing death back to the comfort of one's home. If so, you're in the right place. We are the Gentle Passage Doula Collective, and we are a group of committed end-of-life professionals. And we're dedicated to training end-of-life doulas using skills we as a group have as educators, bringing vital information on how to bring a peaceful death experience, incorporating support, compassion, and exceptional end-of-life care to our community. We are so excited to invite you to join our end-of-life doula training program. We're offering both in person here in Seattle as well as virtually online. I'm Kathleen, and I know as an end-of-life doula and grief coach, there is a lot of unnecessary suffering through end of life, and we feel passionate to support, share, and build a community of end-of-life doulas to support our vision of answering the call, bringing comfort, ease, and peace back home at end of life. I'm going to pass this off to Bonnie, who's a nurse and end-of-life doula, about what we're offering.
Thank you, Kathleen. We are so excited to offer a very practical end-of-life doula training that is non-medical and intended to augment end-of-life care. Our program prepares you for what to expect, what is needed, and how to guide, discuss, and support the dying and their loved ones throughout the end-of-life process. The program supports the goal to bring death and dying back into the home if that is what is most desired. There is a core curriculum that focuses on discussion and interactive materials, rendering a more experiential program versus a didactic one. Our attention is always to focus on the needs of the class. I'm going to turn this over to Maureen, another nurse and educator in our program.
Thank you, Bonnie. So we have launched our in-person cohorts of the Pacific Northwest, as well as our 8-week online training, doula training program. We have been overwhelmed with the response we've gotten from our students. Our class size is limited to 20 people because we really want to keep that small group size, offering 4-to-1 student instructor ratio. We really want to give the individualized training to maximize the experience. Collectively, we have over 80 years of experience in adult education, and 3 of our instructors have taught at the university level. I want to share a testimonial from one of our very first in-person training students. She wrote, "By the end of the 2-day training, I felt fully supported and educated as to the resources that any death doula, medical professional, or supporting friend or family member has available to enrich and ease the transition of self, family, or friends into death. Not only did I feel more educated as a medical professional, but also fully supported in a growing community of highly qualified death doulas." That was Dr. Melanie Trowbridge, a naturopathic doctor. And what stands out to me about her testimonial is the fact that she commented on the community that we're building. We're building this with our students by offering ongoing monthly training webinars to help just supplement what that need to know education we gave. And we're doing monthly coaching calls to support our graduates. So I'm going to turn this over to Colleen, who's going to share with us why we're doing this. Colleen is a nurse, an educator, an end-of-life doula, and take it away, Colleen.
Oh, thanks, Maureen. There's so many challenges we face at the end of life, especially those involving healthcare and hospice. How do we navigate this complex journey? End-of-life doulas are perfect support for this challenging time of life. We believe death is a community and not a medical event, and we are all dedicated to creating a peaceful death experience through education, support, compassion, and end-of-life care. We want to share our experiences and offer the most important practical information possible so no one has to go through the passage of end of life without the care of a doula if they choose. So, Kathy, what are some of your thoughts?
Thanks, Colleen. I'm a end-of-life doula and a social worker, And I think I am very impressed about what has happened in the last 5 years in our society. We're actually in the midst of a major paradigm shift about how we approach death and dying. In fact, end-of-life doulas are needed now more than ever. Newspaper articles are appearing all across the country about end-of-life doulas. And furthermore, recently, People magazine published a 3-page article about what an end-of-life doula is and does. The Gentle Passage Doula Collective is truly passionate about providing a doula training course that is supportive, is mentoring, and is educating and informing our end-of-life doulas so that they feel comfortable going out in the community and being an end-of-life doula, as well as building our community collective of doulas. Kathleen, would you like to take it away?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening. And again, we're the Gentle Passage Doula Collective. You can find us online at gentlepassagedulacollective.com. We provide online deaf cafes to anyone around the world and who would like to join us. And we're thrilled to be part of transforming this taboo topic of death with all its fear and replace it with open discussions and support with a peaceful transition within our community and the world at large. As an end-of-life doula training program, we are unique in that we have been trained through multiple programs around end of life, and we have rich backgrounds in higher education, coaching, social work, nursing, long-term care, hospice, and we offer both our career and practical personal experience as a group of 5 doulas, giving each student our individualized attention with about a 4 or 5 to 1 ratio, capping our training classes at 20. We'd love to have you join our program and our community of doulas. So please join us in our upcoming training, join one of our webinars, come to one of our cafes and become part of this movement, bringing death back home and making end of life a household name, the doulas, and part of every senior living facility across the nation. Feel free to share this video with anyone that you think might be interested. And thank you again so much for your time. And we'd love to have you join our training.